Today on the menu is a chickpea curry that is super creamy and super delicious. Something that you will absolutely love and will make over and over again. Hey everyone, Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Boombi. And today it is all about chickpeas. Though I am using dried chickpeas, you can definitely use canned ones, and in that case it will be a super quick recipe. I soaked a cup of dried chickpeas overnight in water and salt. The next day I drained the water and again gave it a quick rinse. Remember to discard all that salty water, or else your curry will be tasting just like the ocean. Pressure cooker out, and I always use a pressure cooker when it comes to cooking beans or dal. Saves fuel and makes my life easier. If you want to spend more than an hour to cook your beans, then go for it. After all, it's your kitchen and your chickpeas. I added 2 cups of hot water, little bit of turmeric powder and a tiny pinch of salt. Lid on and let the pressure cooker do its job for 15 minutes. Once done, I opened the lid of the pressure cooker after all the pressure had been released naturally. As you can see, the chickpeas are cooked to perfection. Drain out the liquid, but do not throw it away. We need that later. Maybe not all of it, but definitely some of it. Then the usual drill before we start cooking, that is making the spice paste. Bowl out, curry powder goes in. I always make curry powder at home, but you can definitely use a store-bought one if that's more convenient for you. Then ground coriander and red chili powder. You can even use paprika if you want to avoid the heat. Add about 4 tablespoons of water, mix, and your spice paste is all done. Pot on medium heat. Oil goes in. While the oil is heating up, let me show you what I will be using next. These are called nigella seeds or sometimes onion seeds, also known as kalonji in Hindi. They give a beautiful nutty flavor to any curry. It is readily available at any Indian store or online. Now if you cannot find them, then you can happily use regular cumin seeds instead. Make sure your oil is not smoking hot while adding any seeds, as the seeds will burn and your whole curry will be tasting awfully bitter. Allow the seeds to splutter to release their flavor. Once the seeds crackle and dance around like this, add chopped onions. Add a sprinkle of salt to soften the onions. Next comes your test of patience, as you need to frequently stir the onions on medium-high heat till they soften down and take a golden brown color along the edges. It took me about 10 minutes to come to this stage. This is what will make a good curry, and you've got to put in all that effort while frying onions for making a curry. Next, time for the aromatics, grated garlic and ginger. Fry the ginger and garlic for about a minute. Now lower the heat to low and add the spice paste. Fry for a few seconds. Then the tomato beauties enter the pot, along with a sprinkle of salt that will help the tomatoes to break down. Medium heat, lid on, and let the tomatoes get well cooked. Remember to give a stir in between so that nothing sticks to the bottom of the pot. Okay, the tomatoes have now turned into a pulp. Next step, garam masala goes in to perfume the dish. Time for the chickpeas to tumble down with all their glory. Salt, sugar to balance the flavor, but it is totally optional and you can leave it out if you have any concerns. Stir everything on high heat so that the chickpeas get coated with all those spices. Now I will be using a little bit of the chickpea liquid to bring everything together, but do not add all of that water as the star of the show is still waiting. Okay, now enters the star of the show, coconut milk, and this brings in all that creaminess to the curry. I have used only half a can of coconut milk, as my family doesn't like it to be too coconutty, and I don't think the word coconutty exists in any dictionary in this world other than mine. And look at that creaminess. I again added a little bit of chickpea liquid, but if you are a fan of coconut, then go ahead and use the whole can of coconut milk and don't even think of diluting it. Then I added whole green chilies. In this way, their flavor will go into the gravy with their heat staying inside them. At this point, do a taste test and adjust the seasonings. My seasonings are perfect, so I did not add anything else. Lid on and allow it to simmer on medium heat for 8 minutes. 8 minutes done, lid off, and look at that creamy, gorgeous gravy. Then a shower of my favorite coriander leaves. You can even use parsley if you're not a fan of coriander. The creaminess and subtle sweetness from the coconut milk, along with a note of that beautiful flavor from the curry powder and the buttery, soft chickpeas. It's too good. Please do give it a try, my friends. You're going to love it. Serve this with roti, naan, puri or rice. Please smash that like button so that this video reaches out to more people. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.